I don't like being single. I really, really, really do not like being single. And I'm sure you don't either. And that is why you clicked on this channel. You saw the title and you said, let me see what this woman is talking about. Hello, love. I am K. Marie, and welcome to Conversations with K. Marie. On this channel, I am finding my tribe of women or men who are single and childless, or either of the two. I want to build community around us. I want us to support one another. In addition, I want to offer some suggestions on how to find joy and contentment despite the situation you're in or this season that you're in. And lastly, I want to bring awareness to our friends and family about how some of us feel and fare in a world full of families. So far, if you like what you're hearing, I want you to please like this video. Hit that like button right now. Hit the like button. I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you to hit that notification bell so that when I upload a video, you are alerted. I will be uploading weekly. And lastly, please share. Share this video with as many people as you can. Now for my disclaimer. I want you to know that I am speaking from my perspective. I am also speaking from the perspective of a heterosexual Christian woman. So I may say some things here that rub you the wrong way, and I really want you to just look at it and filter it through your sexual preference. So let's say I say something like women are weaker or more emotional. You may say, well, my mate is, so just kind of flip it. If it's the male or female, or if it's two females and one of you is a little more stronger than the other, just kind of flip it to suit your needs. But I think overall, as you listen, you'll understand what I'm sharing, okay? Are we good with that? I hope so. Thank you. So let's get started. This video is going to be about why I don't like being single. And I'm also going to share ways in which I've learned to be content and have joy despite the situation that God has put me in. Are you ready? All right, so I have 4 reasons why I don't like being single. The first one is companionship. Raise your hand if you want companionship or you like companionship, right? When you have a companion, you have someone that you can go to that wedding with, that's your date. You have someone you can go to the movies with and kind of lean on each other, enjoy the movie and talk about it after. You have that person, that loved one you can go to dinner with and talk over the table, whisper sweet nothings in each other's ear. You can travel with, have a beautiful vacation. And when you're single, you don't have that. You have to go with your good girlfriends or your family. You don't have that person that you can have on your arm to enjoy that special time with. So sometimes it can be a little saddening to not have that. So companionship is the first one. The second reason is intimacy. That means hugs, kisses, cuddles, and sex. I'm just saying. Singles want to be able to express themselves sexually. And if you don't have a partner, you can't. Right, Mia. Absolutely right. We want to express ourselves intimately with somebody. Not with just somebody. With our mate. And not being able to do that can be a real problem. Holding on to your virtue until the right person comes along can be very challenging. I still encourage you to wait. Wait for the right person. Don't just give it away. Okay? But it can be very hard. And sometimes it feels really unfair. When I see these married people walking down the street, I know what they do when they get home, and I got to go home, and I don't have that option. I'm just twiddling my fingers like, okay, Lord, when? But I got to wait. So we want intimacy as well. And to be really transparent, I've not engaged in that way in a lot of years. I'm not going to share how many years. I don't think the number of years matters, because women will compare, right? Oh, I got more years than you. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're intentional about your virtue, and you're not allowing just anybody to be a part of that. You are special. You are precious. And not everybody deserves that. Okay? I hope you know that. Do you know that, ladies? The third reason is we want to have our covering. We want our mate to protect, provide, prioritize, and be responsible for us. What do I mean by protect? We know the men are stronger than women, right? Physiologically, they have bigger muscles, so they will make sure we're good. If something goes down, somebody's trying to break in their house, they got it. They're going to protect you from any kind of harm. Provide. A man is going to provide. He's going to make sure you have a roof over your head, food on the table, clothes on your back. And not saying that you won't add to this, but if you can't or something happens, he ensures that all of those bases are covered. So that's protect, provide, prioritize. He will prioritize you. Not saying that he doesn't honor other friendships or relationships he has, but you become a priority to him. If something's happening and you need him, he might say to his mom, his friend, whoever, I got to go check on my lady. Last one is responsible. We want our mate to be responsible for us. If I have a problem, he has a problem. If I'm not happy, he's not happy that I'm not happy. And he wants to make sure that things are right with me. So not having that covering, that person that provides for you, protects, honors you, that is responsible for you, like that's a big deal. That means you're going through life on your own, doing it on your own. And sometimes that gets exhausting. My fourth reason is serve. We want to serve. Women have an innate desire to nurture and to serve. And when you don't have your mate, how are you able to even utilize those type of skills? Like it's all laying dormant inside of us. We can't wait to love on that mate. But we can't do anything with it when we're single. We just have to harness it and wait. That can be very hard too. I just provided you with 4 reasons why I don't like being single. But over the years, I realized my view was very much jaded. I realized that my life is not about a mate or someone to share my life with. That would be nice. That's the cherry on top. But I came in this world alone, and I'm going to leave this world alone. And so when I would argue with God about it, and I was like, when are you going to do this for me? Why haven't you done this for me? And one day, Holy Spirit just revealed to me, you don't need to worry about that. Just live and learn. What are you talking about, live and learn? Live and learn about you. Didn't like the answer because I still wanted the mate. But I had to just say, okay, God. Okay, God. That brings me to a story. I remember years ago, I was walking down the street and I saw this little old lady. She must have been about 90 years old. And she was pushing a shopping cart. It was as if it was her cane, right, to kind of hold her up. And I sped up so I could walk next to her because I was just interested in knowing how old are you, and like I wanted some wisdom. And so I walked up to her and I started a conversation with her. And one of the questions I asked her was how old she was. I think she was 90 something. And I asked her, are you married? Do you still have your husband with you? And she said, no, he died when I was around 70. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, so you've been living almost 20 or so years without your husband. She's like, yeah. She's like, you gotta live. You gotta live. And it reminded me of what Holy Spirit told me. Live and learn. Learn about yourself. Now, I was already doing things that I enjoyed doing, but that made me think about being more intentional about the things that I did. I was much more intentional about the things I did. I was already riding a bike. I like bike riding, but I joined a group and that gave me more joy. I used to love sewing when I was much younger. I began sewing and being more creative, and I came up with this really unique handbag. I learned how to crochet when I was younger. I began making hats and scarves. And in terms of exercise, because that, releases endorphins and makes you, changes your mood and makes you feel better. Besides riding a bike, I began running. Running helped me to just woosah. So I tried to be more intentional about the things that I did so that I could feel joy and contentment, because I thought about this old lady. This old woman was living 20-something years without her mate. That means if you or I get married today or tomorrow, there's no promise that that person is going to be in our life forever or until we leave this world. We still are going to have to contend with our own selves and our own lives. So I want us to remember that it's not all about finding the mate. It's about living and learning about yourself. That's where you find pure joy, contentment, and happiness. Now, I hope he or she comes into your life. I hope you get that mate that knocks your socks off. But in the meantime, I want to encourage you to live your best life. So that brings me to some things that I want to encourage you to do. Go at it alone. Go out to dinner alone. Go out dancing alone. Go to the movies alone. Travel alone. Do it alone. And try not to think about if I had somebody with me. Start doing things alone. You don't always have to be with a good girlfriend, a cousin, family member. Do it alone. Learn something new, like cooking. If you can't cook, learn how to cook. If you're not organized, learn to organize your house. If your mate comes into your life, those are going to be assets. Learn to budget. How are you with your money? Are you a spendthrift? Do you save at all? When he or she comes into your life, you're going to be able to add to the pot. You guys might want to buy property or buy some large ticket item, and you should be able to contribute. You can't come to the table with a bad credit score and no money in the bank. I'm just saying. And how about learn a new skill? Let's say if you don't know how to salsa, take a salsa class. Let's say if you don't know how to sew, take a sewing class or a crochet class. Do something new that you don't know how to do, and you may have to pay some money for it, but it's okay. Imagine the joy that you find in this new skill that you would have attained. Now, I want to put in a plug, and I did mention this a little bit earlier, but I really want ladies, hold on to your virtue or manage your virtue. Not every man should have access to you intimately. If he is not going to commit to you, be responsible for you, prioritize you, want to protect you and make sure you're okay, if he's not doing those things, he does not deserve your body. I'm just saying, don't do it. Hold on to your virtue. Manage your virtue. Only give it away when the time is right. Okay, on that note, I'm going to end this video. I hope that I said something that will be helpful to you. If you try any of the things that I've mentioned here, or if you try something else, please let me know. You can add something in the comments below. You can follow me on my other social media platforms and send me a message. I would love to hear what has been working for you. If you've made it to the end of this video now, I hope that you have already liked it, but if you didn't, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I'm uploading videos, and share this with somebody that might benefit from it. Please share this video. I would really, really appreciate that from you. I want you to remember, on your worst day, the worst moments, those days or moments will not last. The sun will set on them, and a new day will come. The sun will rise, and I want you to look for opportunities to fill your life with joy and contentment. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, my love. God bless.